Hey everyone, Paint with Rick. Cheers. It's Tuesday morning. I just got off of work. It's kind of early, like 11:30 in Seattle. It's kind of cool out today. I got my shirt on. Uh, I just wanted to do a quick landscape here for you. And you can do this if you like it. I got a thin layer of titanium white on here, so my colors will mix. I'm going to use mostly my bristle brushes. I'll use a few traditional oil brushes and a knife. This is oil painting. I'm going to use some Payne's Gray. Well, let's get a dark sky today. I put some Payne's Gray like up in the corners. Uh, Try not to rub it in too much because you'll lose it in the white. You can actually put a little black in there too if you want to get it darker. Let's have a dark sky. I'm going to use, I should have grabbed some napkins. I got one old one here. That'll work. I'm going to wipe my brush off with a paper towel. I got some cobalt blue here, and I'm going to let it mix in with the white that's on the canvas. Bring it down to the horizon a bit here. And that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good sky there. Yeah, that'll work. Let's put some water down here. I'll use that cobalt blue. I'll probably have a foreground down in here though. Maybe just some water running across the middle section here. Just lay some blue in here. Just fill it all in. I don't know how much is going to be water, how much is going to be land. Take that same brush now, wipe it off, and let's come in here and kind of lightly get a blend on the sky here. Wipe your brush, blend the blue in. I got a nice mop brush. These are cool to blend with. What it does, it'll take all the brush strokes out. You see all these lines in here? Watch what it does. You just lightly blend all the colors in the sky. It brings them all together with this mop brush, okay? Takes all those, because the bristle brush is kind of bristly and it'll leave a lot of streaks, brush strokes in your sky. With this mop brush, you can take them all out, even down here on the water. Just lightly blend that water across with the, it doesn't have to be a mop brush. It could be another brush that's got a lot of really soft bristles on it, okay? And I'll use that to blend my clouds in. Today I'm going to do like a small mountain in the back because I want this to look like a very far landscape. So I'm going to lay my mountain out in black with a fan brush, okay? Just put like a mountain peak back there. Not too big. And let's blend it down now into the color that we have on the canvas already. Just pull your mountain down. I just want to have like a hint of a mountain in my distance today. I'm not even really going to put snow on it. Okay, just an outline of a mountain back there. Anybody can do this. Very easy. And now let's use the mop brush to blend that mountain down now. Just kind of pull it down first and then lightly blend that mountain in. Very lightly. Now wipe your mop brush off and let's hit the back side of the mountain Watch how it'll bring that mountain really far into the distance when you blend it. Okay? See how it looks like it's going further back? That's what I want on this one. Okay, very good. The clouds today I'm going to do a little different, believe it or not. I'm just going to throw them up there with the traditional flat brush. It's a number 6 flat oil brush. And I'm going to use titanium white. And watch what I do here. I'm just going to put streaks in the sky here, okay? Just put some white on your brush and let's put some streaks up in there. Kind of get bigger at the top. Bigger streaks near the top part, okay? Kind of run these streaks to the edge too, so it looks like it's coming from the side. Now take your mop brush and just lightly go over those clouds, very lightly. It's going to be a different type of sky. You can blend it in all different directions. Just like that. Now you can do I'll show you how I usually do my clouds. If you want to do them this way too, you can just stamp some clouds in here like this. I'll put a few up here. Just stamp in a cloud top and then wipe your brush off and come in here and stamp the lower portion of the cloud. Stamp the lower portion out, make that cloud bigger. It's a different way to do a cloud. And then take your mop brush and lightly blend the lower portion of your cloud. Just the lower portion of it. Okay. Look at that. So you get a different style cloud there. You can pull up on them too. Blend the tops down if you want, like by blending up and then across. Blend up on it and then across the cloud. But look at that. Now we got a totally different sky there. Doesn't that look cool? Wow. I really like that. Okay, let's do some groundwork here. Let's take a bristle brush and run some trees across there. I'm going to use sap green and black just so it shows up, and then I'll probably maybe lighten up the trees, but I'm going to run some trees all the way across by stamping in the back side of my mountain there. Just all the way across. This is going to end up being like, if you ever looked at across the water, you'll see some foothills like this, okay? And then take your brush at the bottom and just pull to the right at the bottom. Just like that. It'll create a reflection in the water there, okay? That's one way to do a reflection. Look at that. Got some distant trees already. I usually take a knife now and I'm going to cut a water line at the bottom of those trees all the way across, okay? Just like that. So it looks like you can see where the land and the water are meeting together there. So I'm going to make this a very easy painting so you can maybe give it a try. Let's just put some land down here. Just stamp in some bushes here with that sap green and black mixture. I'm going to take my number 6 fan brush and I'm going to dip into my linseed oil, get it really wet. and grab some of my sap green and black. Now let's put a cool tree way up into the sky here. I'm going to stamp in a trunk first, pull it down, fill my brush up with that sap green and black, and let's put on some small branches. Start really small up there and just stamp with the corner of your brush and come down. Don't get too wide yet, and then we'll widen it out at the bottom, but just stamp in with the corner of the brush. Now we can really widen that out at the bottom here with these branches, okay? Just like that, we got a nice cool evergreen tree. Let's put a small one like right behind it now. It's going to be behind it, so you only got to do the top part of it, okay? Really skinny. Don't get too wide, but fill it in now because it's behind that one, okay? Let's do another one here next to the mountain. Let's just put in as many trees as we can. This will be a good practice for you. Let's bring it down to here. Same thing, stay right in the middle of your trunk. Use the corner. Stay really skinny. Follow your trunk down and then get wider at the bottom here. Bring your branches out at the bottom. We'll put this one in front of that one. Like that. And really adjust your branches now. Fill them in. See how we got 1, 2, 3. This one's in the front now because I put the branches over that one there, and I made them a little darker too, okay? Let's put a little land out here. Watch, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll put a little land in the water here. Just like this. And fill your brush up again. And let's put a few trees out on this land here. Stay right in the middle of your trunk and just stamp in the middle all the way down. Okay, let's do another one. Stay right in the middle of your trunk, stamp it out. Go right by your dark, this is dark color back here, but just go right by it, okay? Don't let it mess up your tree. Stay in the middle and stamp it down. Very good. Let's put a little reflection in the water here. So we're going to have a tree here, here, and here. And just kind of fill it in like a long triangle here. I'm going fast, but you can take your time, okay? We'll pull a little bit of this grass down. Now pull it down a little. Now wipe your brush off with a paper towel and lightly go across it in the water. It'll look like a reflection, okay? Now grab your knife and put a roll of white on your knife right at the bottom of your land and pull some white underneath there, okay? A little bit of water. And I'm going to run some water forward here. Don't go over your reflection, though, too much. You don't want to mess your reflection up. I'm going to take a little bit of green I got. It's lighter green. And highlight the right side of these trees. Just the right side with the corner of your brush. Just bring some lighter color down on the one side so it makes those trees stand out, okay? You can use white as well, okay? But you see how the tree has dimension now? I'm going pretty fast. Let's take that same light green, dip into your linseed oil, and let's highlight this one tree in the front here. Just hit some of the tops of the branches, okay? Just the top parts. Watch, and it'll bring this tree out. or change the color of it a little bit. Okay, just add some of the green here and there. Very good. That looks good. You can even highlight some of this tree here. That one you don't have to really do in the back. Leave it dark. But there you go. It's looking pretty good. It's nice and fast and easy. Sometimes when you paint faster, it ends up looking better. Okay, let's put some points on those. Very good. I really like that one. I know it's a simple painting, but you got to practice. You got to do. You could buy 7 of these canvases for like $10 at Michael's, and just get a oil painting kit and some brushes. And I think let yourself practice a few paintings, and you'll get really good at it the more you do it. Okay. I'm trying to show you some easy techniques here so you can really get started right away. Okay. Now, if you take your this is a number 2 fan brush. That's what they call it. If you start, make sure you get oil brushes because a acrylic brush won't work. Acrylic fan brush won't work for this. You got to get an oil brush. Okay. You can put some indications of treetops way in the back here. I'm a little shaky today. I quit smoking, so I'm like a little shaky. Just put some indications of trees back there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can see I didn't really try that hard. Look at down here. It looks like we got some ground down here. So take a brush and pull some of this color, and look at that. Some ground appears there. Now take a fan brush with some white on it, and let's define that ground there. And pull it out and grab our mop brush and blend that grass in. Look at that. Now it looks like we got some land right there. That look cool? All right, guys, that's all I'm going to do. I could put some more colors in here, but you can keep adding to it. There's a lot more you can do if you got a nice liner brush, the one you sign your name with. You can come in here and make some twigs, okay? Just take your time and wiggle them a little bit, okay? And put some trees between your trees like this, but take your time with the fan brush. Just get your oil to run like ink. All right, there you go. That's all I'm going to do on this one. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll give you a front shot there. And subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Cheers.